So after that, I asked you if you were willing to try it.
I was like, yeah, definitely. I was willing to try anything because it was still, like you said, it was a couple years into our grief stuff we were dealing with. You were willing to pretty much try anything to feel better. And she told me what happened with her, and it was like, wow, that's crazy because I know exactly what she'd been going through for the last couple of years. And yeah, so I said, sure, I'm all in. So
because you were at, not to interrupt you, but you were at a really low place.
yeah,
Like, I would say you were in your darkest spot of all 8 years since she passed. That summer, you were really stuck in the darkness.
I agreed to do it, and I just, again, remotely at home when the session started, I just tried to relax. And like I said, I think not overthinking it probably helped me because I didn't really know what to do. So I wasn't trying to make something happen. I was just laying there and trying to relax and just let it happen. I was still awake, but my eyes were closed. All of a sudden, I was like flying through the air, and I could see, like down below me, there's this beautiful valley with a river in it. And off to my left, there was a huge mountain. And then I realized that I wasn't just flying because I could see like feathers like ruffling in the wind, but I was on the wing of this huge bird. All of a sudden, there I was standing like on this ridge. I don't know if I was at the top of the mountain, but I was on the mountain. It reminded me of a place where we have a cabin on the east side of our state. It had that feel. It was very steep and rugged and lots of green trees and deep canyons. And I was standing there, and I remember feeling just kind of like, wow, this is beautiful, but I didn't really know what was happening. And then I heard a voice, and it was a voice I knew. It was Kennedy's voice. I hadn't felt like I'd been able to connect to her for a long time. It was her voice. I looked down, and she was below me, like climbing up the hill, and she said, "There you are." And it was like I instantly knew that she had been trying to reach me and trying to connect with me, but she couldn't because I was in such a low place. And I instantly knew that in order to do it, you have to be at a higher frequency. You have to raise your vibrations. And it was like in that moment during that energy healing, my vibrations were raised to a point that she could meet me. It was very powerful because I was actually higher than her. She was below me, climbing up to meet me because I was down here and she was up here, and she couldn't reach me. While during that energy healing, I had gone to here. So it symbolized that she had brought her vibrations down as far as she could, trying to reach me to help me, but she couldn't. But during that energy healing, my vibrations passed hers, and she had to like come back up to meet me again. And it was like, there you are. And it just had this feeling of she'd been trying so hard to reach me and she couldn't, you know what I mean? So it was like, that's what changed everything for me. And I remember after the session, I like told you about it, and I was like, this just changed my life.